Good afternoon, it's Jan from Twink Stamping. I am an independent UK demonstrator. Today I am sharing with you a card that I've made using the hand penned flowers and vellum again. I used this last week in my video, this particular stamp set. I believe I used a different flower, but I did the same technique using an embossing tool. So dry embossing on the back. First of all I stamped it, heat embossed it, and then I used my ball tool, stylus, whatever you want to call it, on the back of my large flowers, and then I just coloured in from the back. I've also used the lovely shimmer paste, I believe it's called Shimmery white embossing paste from Stampin' Up. Really sparkly, so it suits me. And I've used one of the decorative masks. Yes, so that's what I'm going to do today. I don't know if you can see my saying. I actually stamped it in pale papaya, and I didn't like it very much, so I got my evening evergreen out and went over the top of it, and I actually love how it's turned out. Not sure I'm going to be able to recreate that, but I'm not sure I'm even going to try, but yeah, really like that, really nice. As I say, I've done a bit of blending too with the blending brushes, so I've had a good old mix up with this card. I hope you're going to enjoy watching how we've put it all together. So first of all, I cut a base card. You'll see that it's actually a square card I've made today. So I've cut it at 5 inches by 10 inches and then scored at 5 inches to create a square card. I know it's a bit of a waste of a card, but I do like square cards because you can only get one really out of your piece of A4 card, but I know, I liked it, and I'm going to do it tenfold. I then cut another piece of basic white, and this time I cut it at 4 7/8 square. Okay, then that's the piece that I'm going to be doing the work on. First of all, I use my blending brushes. With one blending brush and the pale papaya. I'm going to grab myself a piece of paper so that I'm not going to get it all over my mat. My mat's actually laminated, so it doesn't really matter, but sometimes it's hard to get it off. So anyway, so I'm just going to pop the brush into my pale papaya ink pad, just take off the excess, and then I'm going to come from the side and I'm just going to work round in circles until I'm happy with the colour that I want. So I want to make it so that it actually stands out so that you can see it, but I don't want it too in your face. And what I generally try and do if I'm doing something like this, I generally just try and do sort of one corner, or not one corner, is it? It's one half, but in a triangular shape. So it's all come together nicely now. So that is quite nice. I also went round the edges with my brush, so that when I put it up against my white card, it's got a bit of a border. I don't mind if I get splodges on there or whatever. So I just want it so that when it goes onto this card, you can actually see it. So you can see that this half is white, and this half is now pale papaya. Right, the next step, So that's all I've done basically with the stamp pad and the blending brush. These blending brushes are absolutely fantastic. They're great to work with. I've only got myself 3. I really do need to get some more, but I do wash them after I've used them. I can, if I want to, go on and use this now with another colour, because just by wiping it on a cloth you're taking off the excess, but I don't need it, so I should probably put that one back in the wash, but there you go. Right, now I'm going to place my dotty decorative mask onto my card. Sort of try and get it so that it's, I'm a bit funny about having things straight, as you know. So anyway, I've got my palette knife. These, I believe, are still available. You don't need very much on your knife. I might need a bit more than that, but and then all you do is just scrape it over the top of where you want it. Now, I don't want it all over my card. I basically only really want it over, and if you're very, very careful, you can sort of lift it up and see how you're doing. Now, that's absolutely brilliant. That's all I really want. I just want to do a little, maybe just a little down this corner here. Maybe just a little bit there. And then when I've finished, I'm going to pop this mask into some water straight away. That's it. That's the effect I wanted. I don't want to cover the whole sheet. Just pop this into some water. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. That's it. And palette knife too. Otherwise, it'll all go hard. So yes, that's the Shimmery embossing paste. As I say, I believe it's still available. Now I've got to let this dry, so we'll carry on now with some other things. I'm not going to show you how to heat emboss again on to vellum, because I showed that in my last video. Today I'm just going to do, see if there's a better one of those actually. I did a few, that one's a bit better. I did a few at the same time. Yes, I showed you how to do this in my last video, to dry emboss the flowers. So if you wanted to heat emboss rather, say last week I showed you how to do that. I'm not going to show you again today. I might show you another time, but not today. Anyway, so I'm going to turn my, what I want to do is actually emboss from the back these 3 flowers. I've actually got an embossing tool, but you can use, which I did show you in the last video, you can use the stylus from your scoreboard to do this. Gently, and I mean gently, rub your vellum. I do it in little small circles. This gives a lovely effect. Lovely effect. Oh, my squirrel. Do you know, I'm going to give up now with doing my bird feeder. I think what I might have to do is just scatter some seeds down occasionally outside, because it's gone through another feeder. In fact, I've got 2 lots of feeders. I've got one in my front garden and one in my back garden. Now, last night or yesterday evening, I filled all the pots up including like a wire basket type thing that fits onto the feeder. And you can, you know, you just put handfuls of seeds in there. And in fact, my granddaughter did it for me last night while I was out there. This morning I've got up. Not only is one of the caged pots on the floor with the solid seed loaf on the floor with all the seagulls eating, but the tray is missing. So how on earth something has managed to actually take this tray out of the feeder? I mean, it actually sort of slots in. It's taken it out the feeder and I can't find it. Can't find it anywhere. So they've had that. Whatever has taken it has taken it. So that was the back garden. And I've come out to the front garden today. I've already lost this week one of my caged bits. They've taken it off the feeder, even though I sort of tie them up with elastic bands to try and stop them. They've unhooked it. It's been halfway down the drive and someone's driven over it. So I've lost that one there as well. And he's managed to chew through yet another feeder. So I give up. I'm not buying any more. I say they're not cheap. I just feel sorry because I love watching the beautiful birds that do come and sit on the feeder. But between the squirrels, the seagulls, the blackbirds, they've ruined it. Completely ruined it. Anyway, that's enough chatter. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that they've turned white and they are actually embossed. They're raised. I don't know if you can see that, but they're actually raised from the page. Beautiful, really nice technique. Right, time to colour. I'm just going to colour the very quickly because it doesn't take a minute. I love this soft succulent for the leaves, and I'm colouring from the back side, and it is so quick. I'm not going to be doing shading or anything like that. It doesn't need it. Really doesn't need it. So that's the leaves done. Told you it was quick. And I'm going to use the pale papaya, and I actually used the dark pale papaya this time, and it's just for the smaller flowers. That's it. That's that done. All I've got to do now is cut that out. A little bit of fussy cutting. Not everyone's favourite, I know. The more you do it, the better you get at it. It really is practice. I'm just praying my daughter doesn't ring me while I'm doing this video, otherwise I'll be starting it all over again. Because I normally talk to her this time of day, but I've been on a Zoom call today for some training on my with the website, so I'm a little bit later than I normally would be doing my video. We'll try if I possibly can to get it done on Tuesdays, ready to go out on the Wednesday, so that it gives me time to not only do the video and upload it all, time to do my blog post with the card and everything else. So busy. Still managing to get into the aqua classes, but there's all these women are thinking she's always here. I do try to go 3 times a week now. I could go more. I actually managed to get booked in to 4 this week, but fair's fair. I cancelled one of them. Give somebody else a chance. but it's made me feel so healthy. Right, nearly finished. Hopefully our spotty shimmer paste is drying drying over there, ready. Let's say, if you want to see how I heat embossed the vellum, that was in last week's video. Right, let's just test this now. Oh yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. I'm not going to go straight on to that bit anyway, so I don't know whether to try that. No, I'm not going to be brave enough to try doing it double again. That was just pure fluke that I managed to get that perfect. So I'm just going to stamp my sentiment now, and if it doesn't work out, then I'm going to have to do this card all over again. I hope you can still see what I'm doing. God, I seem to have quite a lot of shadows today. It's maybe because it's so dark outside today. That's beautiful. That is lovely. I do love that colour. Love it. Evening, I think it's the new black for me. Evening evergreen. Such a nice colour. I'm using my Simply Chamois. These are brilliant. It sounds like I'm a salesman today, but no, these are brilliant. I know somebody who bleaches theirs, because you can actually put these in the washing machine. I've never actually put mine in the washing machine because I always wonder about the coloured ink going into the clothes, and I certainly wouldn't put that in on its own. But I use just washing up liquid or washing pad or whatever I've got with me at the time, wherever I'm cleaning it. And it comes up, doesn't come up perfectly clean. It could do with a wash now, but I know somebody who bleaches theirs, and theirs is not purple anymore, it's actually white. But no, I'm not bothered. Right. What I'm going to do is I am going to try and pop this onto my card base. Now, let's get this open first. Oops, because I don't want it to be wet. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe got a little bit of a little blob in the end of my Doesn't matter if I keep it upside down or not. I still get a blob that manages to hold on. I've had quite a nice day today. I've been creating today. I've got quite a few all-day classes coming up, and which I'm really looking forward to. And I have been creating things for them to do. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. Whoops. Just slightly. That's slightly off, isn't it? There we go. I can't push too hard because of that, just in case not all of it is dry. And then all I'm going to do is pop a couple of dimensionals on the back of this. Get my pick. I've started using this a lot lately. It's really handy. Picking out your gems. I've only put 2 on there, 2 small ones. I'm just going to pop it onto here. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Love, 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 love. It's so plain and yet not plain. So I've really enjoying working with my vellum. I've got loads of the alcohol and blends papers to use up, but today I just thought I would use another plain bit and use the other flower from the hand penned, because last week I used the smaller one. Oh, I love them, absolutely love it. I might even put a small wee one over here. In fact, I've just noticed my card's slightly different than the other one, because do you know what I've done? I've actually embossed this one rather, and I've coloured that one, but I think I like this one better. So that's it. That is the card for today. I know it's been very quick one. Sometimes we like quick videos, but I didn't want to have to show you again. I didn't want to have to show you. I didn't think you'd be interested in me showing you how to heat emboss the vellum again. As I say, I only did it last week and you really didn't need to see it again. But yeah, I'm really quite pleased with that. I think it's delicate, it's pretty, and it sparkles. It sparkles like mad. It's beautiful. So there you go. That's all for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. If you liked what you've seen today and you would like to see more, perhaps you could hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. You could even press the notification bell and that'll tell you when I've next posted. If you like what you've seen today, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to know what I've been using today, everything is listed down below together with my contact details. Very soon we will be having our another new catalogue, which is for the winter months. And if you haven't already got a demonstrator and you'd like a copy, please do let me know and I'll be more than happy to send you one. Anyway, stop waffling, have a lovely day and thank you for stopping by. Bye bye now.